This is in a bid to ensure free and fair elections, Lok Sabha elections. The Election Commission now has made a huge amount of cash seizure. And this is a calculation now that's coming in officially from across the country. This is the figure that has been released so far. Till yesterday, the Election Commission had seized 356.289 crore rupees in cash. Also, 150.31 crore worth of liquor that has been seized, while a total of drugs and narcotics seizure that has been made is worth about 696.812 crore. Additionally, yes, in addition to all of these millions of crores here, there is 300.149 crores worth of precious metal that has also been seized, while the amount of freebies seized stands at 27.538 crore rupees. And this is the official data now that has been released by the Election Commission. Remember, at the start of the announcement of the dates of the Lok Sabha Election Commission, making it very clear, free and fair elections with respect to coming down heavily and seizing black money that is being used, cash and other valuables that are being used this election season to buy voters, to woo them. Our correspondent Ayushman getting us further inputs here on this official data now that has been released. Ayushman, are we to understand that this is just the beginning? It's a mind-boggling amount of money and cash and other valuables, but very clearly, this is just the beginning.
Yes, in fact, sir, if you see, it's only 10 days past the time when these seizures are being now undertaken by the Election Commission. And look at the figures that have come. 1,531 crore worth seizures have been made by the Election Commission all across the country. Only if you go with the cash that has been seized, it stands around 356 crores, out of which 121 crore has only been seized from Tamil Nadu. Now, this is the state of affairs as of cash is told. And if you see, the total cash seizure is 356 crores. Total liquor seizure is 150 crores. Total drugs and narcotics seizure stands at around 696 crores. And the precious gold metal seizures stands at around 300 crores. And the freebies have been seized at around 27 crores. And the total comes out at around 1,531 crores. Just the Election Commission has, even when we were talking to the Election Commission officials, they said this is just the beginning. The number is huge and it's going to be increasing with every passing day, sir.
Right, this of course coming in on a very disturbing note with respect to the amount of black money there now, which already is out there in the open, despite repeated appeals or despite repeated statements that we've been gotten in the past 4.5 years of reform that has been made to clean up the economy, do away with black money, but it's still out there and it is being used to the maximum this election season. Stay on with us, Ayushman. There are other developments that have taken place earlier today here as well. This is specifically with respect to the allegation now that is coming from the Congress. They've released 2 sensational videos, one of them that shows how authorities raided and found 1.8 crore rupees in cash, and they allege that this was seized from the convoy of the Arunachal Chief Minister Pema Khandu and the BJP state unit chief there, Tapir Gao. In raids there were conducted in Tamil Nadu as well in the past 2 days. We've seen unaccounted cash amounting to about 11.53 crores that was seized as well, where officials suspect that this cash was to be used to be distributed to the voters. But let's in fact take in some responses that have come in here from this allegation pertaining against the Arunachal Chief Minister.
कैश फॉर वोट स्कैंडल भारतीय जनता पार्टी का असली चेहरा उजागर कर रहा है। कैश फॉर वोट, नोट लो वोट दो।
The BJP, of course, has denied these allegations. Arunachal Chief Minister himself here saying that he found out about the cash seizure much after the incident, is unaware about who the cash belongs to. The BJP state unit president there has slammed the allegations by the Congress as baseless, saying that the money is personal, does not belong to the party.
बहुत ही गलत एक एलिगेशन है। कल रात को यहाँ पासीघाट में हमें तो सुबह ही पता चला कि इस प्रकार का यहाँ पे कल यहाँ पे छानबीन हुआ है, जिसमें से कुछ पैसा यहाँ से बरामद हुआ है बोल के। तो इसमें देखिए अभी पैसा किसका है किसका नहीं है, इसका तो जो जांच जो होगा वो तो इलेक्शन कमीशन का अंतर्गत और इनकम टैक्स के अंदर में होगा। तो जिसका भी पैसा है वो वहाँ जाके जवाब दे के वहाँ क्लैरिफाई करेंगे वो।
देखिए, मैं कांग्रेस वालों को दया आता है, उसको कोई कुछ बहाना नहीं है, यही एक बहाना मिला। देखिए, इसमें ना पेमा खांडू, ऑनरेबल चीफ मिनिस्टर, ना तापिर गांव इसमें दूर दूर में भी नहीं है। हाँ, हो सकता है सुनने में आ रहा है हम लोग को कि हमारा एक उम्मीदवार का गाड़ी में पैसे मिले और एक परमार एमएलए का गाड़ी में पैसा मिले, वो अपना पर्सनल पैसा है।
Further inputs here on this specific seizure here now coming in from our correspondent Ayushman there. Ayushman, have you gotten any clarity on this as far as the Election Commission here is concerned? Because the Congress there, just based on this video, is alleging that this was cash that was found and seized by the Election Commission.
Well, Sahar, we tried to contact Arunachal CEO. He did not talk to us. He said that the probe is on and he can't talk to media at this point of time. The DEO who was involved in this raid, we also tried to talk to him. He said the authorities will be talking on this matter, but right now Arunachal CEO has not spoken to us. Even in the Delhi headquarters, the Chief Election Chief Election Commissioner's office, they have said that they'll be giving a report at the appropriate time, but right now no word is there from the Election Commission in this regard.
All right, we still aren't getting a confirmation here on who exactly that this cash belongs to. Let's in fact get in a word here from the Congress. Mr. Sanjay Jha with us on the phone line. Sanjay, thanks for being with us. Given that we've still not heard from the Election Commission here on this, how are we to believe with certainty of what the Congress is alleging?
Well, I can tell you the Election Commission at the moment has to get its credibility restored. These are very serious issues. And I want to make a point here on your channel because I think your channel is dispassionate and very neutral. One of the big issues that we announced yesterday, and I think that is linked to what you're seeing today, the cash that we're talking about, and we announced it yesterday in the manifesto, is that we are going to abolish electoral bonds. Electoral bonds, and I say this with full responsibility, has become a very, very questionable source of channelizing black money into political finance. And the BJP has made it into a law. The BJP is telling you and me and the viewers of Mirror now, we will not tell you who donates the money. I think this is the money that does ultimately take this form. I mean, just think about it. If today you want to donate to the Congress party,
but Sanjay, and what you've mentioned in your manifesto as a counter to this is national election bonds. We still don't know how it is going to be operating on ground, whether or not you'd have a chance to do that here post the elections. But we're talking about black money, which is still in the system and is being used and abused in these elections. Stay with us, Sanjay, please. Getting a word here from the BJP, Mr. Narendra Taneja with us on the phone line. Thanks for being with us, Narendra. The very idea that there is still so much cash, unaccounted for cash, black money here, which is being used in the elections.
Well, if there is any black money around and if the agencies should go after such money, and we have seen several examples of that already, I mean, whosoever is kind of engaging with these kind of things, whether they belong to this party or that party, it doesn't really matter. You're breaking the law. And the law agencies, income tax department and other must, go after them. And if they are not going after them, they are not doing their job. And in terms of electoral bonds, very simple. Kindly ask the Congress party to come out with a declaration that they have not taken and accepted any money, not a single paisa, using the electoral bonds route.
Okay.
Have they or they have not? Look at the report.
But Narendra Taneja, how is there so much black money back in the system after 2016 demonetization?
Well, you see, our effort was exactly that. Our effort was to completely eliminate that. But evidently, there is still some money. Some people know how to outsmart the system. Some people have been against demonetization from the very beginning. The people who oppose demonetization are still opposed in every single debate.
Right.
They are the ones
so outsmart the system means that demonetization was not a smart decision?
it was a very smart decision. But as I said, the people who have been speaking against demonetization, they are the people behind the black money. They are the one who are generating. Those who oppose demonetization, they are the one patronizing and generating black money. So whosoever you find opposing demonetization is the one behind the black money.
That's a blanket statement there to make, Narendra Taneja.
I mean, you are entitled
Sanjay
to
Jha,
your
please
views.
respond to that. Anyone who suffered during demonetization and has opposed it is the one keeping black money, is the one perhaps who's giving in this black money for the elections.
Well, number one, it is a public admission by the BJP spokesperson that demonetization was a con job. Black money was never an intention, because the fact of the matter is they had told all their friends and buddies to convert their black money to white, which is why no black money was ever unearthed. Now, the truth of the matter is that Arun Shuri, a former BJP finance minister, called demonetization as the biggest money laundering scam. And I'm telling you with responsibility, a new government will investigate this, because let me tell you, black money is all over the place. I mean, the very fact that demonetization was a fraud is proven by the amount of cash which is being seized as we talk. I mean, this is basically telling you very straightforward that all that drama that Narendra Modi did on November 8, 2016 was a theatrical, farcical performance. India has been taken for a ride. I mean, in short, Modi and the BJP have taken India for a jolly ride. And now we have a chance to vote them out. And that's exactly an option that we have to exercise. That's all I can say.
Mr. Narendra Taneja, would these questions here concern you on a promise here that this was a drive to weed out black money out of the system here, now has come back with a vengeance and is being used in the elections here, and massive amount of seizure that has been made by the Election Commission? Mr. Taneja.
I would not agree with you that it has come back with a vengeance. I don't think so. Yes, it seems there is still some black money around. And the political parties responsible criticizing that who've been, against demonetization, they are behind it. Political parties. I'm not talking of individuals. And the fact is that, that you support GST, inside GST Council come out and oppose it. And, you oppose electoral bonds, but you are actually collecting most of your money using electoral bonds. Look at the report of the Economic Times, how many planes have been helicopter chartered by the Congress parties in the newspaper report today. Economic
Right.
Times, which is
but how do you say it's not come back in the system with a vengeance? There is a figure that is released by the income tax authorities, based on which there is an inference that the use of black money has increased 3 times in Gujarat compared to the Lok Sabha elections that happened there in 2014. How did that happen?
No. The point is here you are singling out one state, but we have to look at the total picture. The demonetization was not limited to any one state; it was for the whole country. As I said, those who know that people converted money, demonetization was misused. They are in power in several states now, in Madhya Pradesh and Gujarat. Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan. They should go after such people since they are saying that they know these people and they are in power. Why don't they go after them? Go and arrest such people. Now, the point is, you see, it's very easy to kind of try to score political points in a debate. But the fact is, they are using electoral bonds. I'm saying this with this full responsibility. Congress is using electoral bonds and at the same time questioning it. It's a double speak is the nature of a party called Indian National Congress.
We are very specifically, when you're talking about electoral bonds here, we're very specifically sticking to cash, unaccounted for cash that has been seized in multiple raids and in what has been reported by the Election Commission officially in the figures that have just been released. Let's in fact get an apolitical view here on this. We have Major General Anil Verma. He's the head of ADR, which is of Democratic Reforms Forum. Thank you for being with us, Major General Verma. In your view, the ADR, of course, has done several studies and concluded, unfortunately, that as far as illegal cash, wealth, other valuables is concerned, would continue to be used in the process of elections. But given the fact that we have a government in the center that for the past 4.5 years, 2016 specifically onwards, has been saying that they've done the quote-unquote surgical strike on black money, there's still plenty there.
Yeah, absolutely. Unfortunately, the demonetization, I think, didn't have any effect on the black money. And as it happened in the 2014 elections, prior to the elections, a huge flow of black money was there into the electoral process of our country, and most of it is generally it comes rooted from abroad. And I just wanted to give out a quick point on the last elections, that is 2014. As per the figures available on the Election Commission website, a total of 300 crores cash was seized. In the earlier reports, they have not monetized the other seizures like drugs and liquor and ammunition and so on and so forth, precious metals and all. Whereas this time on the Election Commission website, they have monetized it, like liquor worth so much, drugs worth so much, precious metals worth so much, and total seizures so much. So I just wanted to highlight this fact that as per this 1,531 crores seizures as on date on the Election Commission website, the breakdown is that cash seizure is 356 crores, liquor is 150 crores, drugs is 696 crores, and precious metals is 300 crores, and other items is 27 crores. Now, if I were to give you the ranking...
Right, the cash seizure, despite that breakdown there, the cash seizure still being more this year than in what it was in the 2014 elections. We're also going to be getting in a quick word here from former Chief Election Commission, Mr. T.S. Krishnamurthy, with us over the phone line. Thank you for being with us, sir. Does this nature of seizure that has been made by the Election Commission here surprise you or rather shock you?
Well, it has always been shocking, not only now in the earlier elections, because now money seems to be a very common method of bribing the voters. Secondly, as the number of voters is increasing, as the number of contestants is increasing, the quantum of money is also increasing. Very unfortunate, but I think unless you find a solution to this immediately, it's going to be worse in the years to come.
Thank you for speaking to us here on this, saying that is only further more disturbing here, given the fact that despite the breakdown that has been given by the Election Commission this year on how much that has been seized in cash, in valuables, in ornamental metal, or in terms of liquor, cash which still tops the list, and it is still higher than what was seized in 2014. This is despite the intervening demonetization drive that the government had operated upon earlier, midterm. With that, we're slipping into a breather. Thank you, Ayushman, our correspondent as well, for getting us those inputs.